Well, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make this really cute lemon wall hanging using a cake pan and placemat from Walmart. Now in the video, I don't show where I colored the word welcome, but I do put a little text up there telling you that I used a black Sharpie marker to color it. Changed my mind and decided I wanted to color it. Anyway, stay tuned and I'll show you how to make it. Alrighty friends, let us get started. So first off, you're going to need one of these round cake pans. This one came from Walmart, let's see, 9 inches in diameter. This is non-stick, so you're going to have to sand it a little bit with some sandpaper, a nail file, one of these little sanding blocks, whatever you have. Why do you need to do that? Because why are you going to spray paint something that's non-stick? It ain't gonna stick. So we're going to sand this down and then we are going to paint it with this 2x Ultra Cover Paint and Primer. This is a flat white from Rust-Oleum and I got this at Walmart. So let's take that out, and you don't really want to scrub this sucker because then when you spray paint it, you're going to see the scuffs and scratches. So I'm just taking it and I'm just lightly going over it, and hold on, let me see if I can do it and then hold it up to the camera so that y'all can see. Okay, you see those scuffs in there? I'm going to do that. Ooh, I'm shaking the camera. I'm going to do that to the whole entire pan, all right? So let me scuff that up. I'm going to take it outside. I'm going to paint it with this, and then we will come back. All right, friends, I have a fan on over here. It is hot. Anyway, this is our cake pan doohickey that has been painted. So now I have this piece of parchment paper, and I have a pen. Oh, I got to take the little cap thing off of the pen. So I'm going to trace around the bottom. Let's bring it down so that y'all can see what I'm doing. I'm going to trace around the bottom. I'm hoping that this pen is drawing on this parchment paper. Sometimes it can be hard to draw on it. But why am I doing this? Because we're going to be cutting something to go inside of here. And I want to make sure that I cut it to the right size. Set that over there. And if it falls and makes a loud noise, I'm sorry. So now we are going to take some scissors here and we are going to cut out this entire circle. Now we have this and we are going to use that as a template. Let's move this down. Now you can see the edge of the table. Dadgummit, I need to get a new cover for the table. So I'm going to take this and use this sort of like as a template so you can see through it, so that you can see exactly where your design is going to be. Now this here is a placemat. This is a reversible placemat. So you have this brown on this side and then you have the black on the other side. And I got this at Walmart. I think the majority of everything here came from Walmart with the exception of the ribbon. So now let's see. I want this black square to kind of be a little bit up towards the top. All right. So now I'm just going to take my pen here and I'm going to trace around, and then we're going to cut the circle out, and this is what is going to be the background in our pan over here. All right, so I'm waiting for my glue gun to get hot, but anyway, here in a minute we are going to be using some of these lemon florals. I just bought these, of course, at Walmart. They were 97 cents for a bundle. I bought all they had because they had, I think, like 6. And now I have these words. Actually, these came from the Dollar Tree. This is Easter, Spring, Bunny, and Welcome. So I think we're going to use this. I'm just trying to use up a lot of things that I have laying around, okay? So while we're waiting for the glue gun to get hot, I want to see if one of these words will fit. Now that would be cute. Stop! If we could get it. Yeah, that's going to be cute. All right, so I think I'm going to use this word welcome. We'll put the rest away. But anyway, I'm going to have to trim off the end of these florals, but I will show you that here in a second after the glue gun gets hot. I'm just trying to prepare and get everything together. Okay, I believe the hot glue gun is ready. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take some of this E6000 and put it on the back of this. That is going to provide us with long-term hold. Then I'm going to put some of the hot glue on it and then put it down in our pan. The hot glue is going to make it stick, like just for now. So let's set this over here. Try not to get them too close together because you don't want them to mix, okay? A lot of times if you let them mix, then that weakens the bond and it's going to fall apart. And you're like, well, E6000 doesn't work. Well, did you do it the way I told you to do it? Okay. Let's put the lid on that. This away. And now let's try to get your hot glue. And we're not going to use a lot of hot glue at all. Just a few dots here and there. Like I said, it's just going to hold it down temporarily until the E6000 can set up. Okay. And flip this over and just put it down in our pan like so. And now I'm going to wait a few minutes and let the hot glue set up. Okay, so now we have our flowers here, and I'm going to trim off. I don't want to trim off a whole lot because you need something to stick in the glue. Why are you doing this? There we go. These are just so cute. I love these. I was in the store, I'm like, Lord, please let me find something with lemons on it. And of course, these are wired, so you could just kind of bend it around to fit the inside of the doohickey here. Let's see, I'm going to bring this down. Let's see. Like I said, I want the black square to kind of be in the center. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use our hot glue gun, and this might be a little bit difficult to see. I'm just going to put some glue down there to kind of hold it in. And then if you want to, if this is going to be hanging on a door or something, like I say, go back and back it up with some E6000, okay? After your glue has set up here, go back with your E6000 and put some blobs all over it, okay? That'll give you long-term hold. Okay, so let's just press this down. Let's set that there. And now let's get another one. We'll trim this away. Ding! All right, so now this needs to go this way. Just get it glued down first, and then you can go back and rearrange everything exactly the way you want it. Okay, so now let's see how this will look here. And then I'm just going to glue this down just like I did this one. We'll do that. And I'm probably going to use a few more. Just gluing them down in here. Filling it up. Okay. Let's put this here. Okay. I'm going to hold this down. Let that glue set up. And I'm going to add a few more and I'll be back. Okay, so I used 4 total, 2 on this side and 2 on that side. Now for this space in the center, I just have some of this moss. Okay, got this at Dollar Tree, I believe. You can get it at Walmart as well. So we're just going to put some glue. And then I'm just going to cram some of this moss down in there just to cover up that gap. Now we're going to put a bow on it here in a minute. So we're going to cover that up anyway. Why are you doing this? So we're just going to put this here just to cover it up a little bit, okay? And then you don't have to worry about anybody seeing all that. I mean, you know, if you're up in my house sticking your head like literally down inside one of my crafts, I'm probably going to ask you to leave. I ain't going to ask you to come back. But anyway. So now we have this. So what am I doing now? Let's make a bow. We're going to glue the word on. That's what we're going to do. So let's see. I need to prop this up on something. I have a remote here because the TV is right in front of me. To prop it up so I can see it just a little bit better. All right. So I want this to kind of go up at the top here. And I'm trying to see where I can put glue. See, we could put the glue here at the top of this L, then over here at the W, and then right here. Several good places that we can put glue. So I'm going to sit here. I want to concentrate on this so that when I pick it up, I can put the glue in the right place. I'm going to glue it down with my hot glue gun and, of course, the E6000. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Now let's talk about our ribbon. I have ribbon out of my stash here. Now, this is not wired ribbon. I don't think this is either. No, this is not wired ribbon. But we're not making a really big bow, so it doesn't matter if it's wired or not. But if you want really good ribbon, you need to go over to Mel's Crafty Mojo. I'm going to have a link down in the description box. It's going to say something like Wreath Supplies, Mel's Crafty Mojo, something like that. You need to head over there and check her out. She's got really beautiful Wreath supplies. But anyway, let's take this ribbon and see about how wide we want our bow. I say that looks good. Now fold that in half and cut it right here. And I do have several bow making videos here on my channel. Let's see. All right, so now let's cut one a little bit bigger. We'll say right about there looks good. And now I'm going to cut this black and white ribbon, each one to match the length of these. Okay, I hope this fan is not bothering anybody. I'm absolutely dying in here. It's so hot. But anyway, all right, so let's take our long piece with our long piece of this. And I think I'm going to put just a little dot right here in the middle just to hold it down. Okay, let's get our edges equal. There we go. I don't know where that dotted glue went, but it's on there somewhere. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the shorter piece. Just put a dot right there just to hold it down. Ah! It's stuck to me! Stop it! It's on me. Okay, and now we're going to take these and we're going to glue them into a loop. Trying to keep the ends together here. Okay, we're going to stick that one down. Now let's put some glue here. And then we're going to bring this over and glue that down. Don't overlap it a whole heck of a lot. Okay. Now let's put a little dot of glue there for the black. And I'm going to do the same thing with the shorter piece. All right, so I made one more of the big one, okay? Y'all know me. Y'all know I do that sometimes. Because I kept holding it up against the pan over here to try to see which bow would be the best. And I think this is going to do what I want it to. So I have a few pieces of floral wire over here. So you're going to take your big loop, and you see this is where you glued it together. So of course that's going to be on the back. And then you're going to take your other big loop, same size as this, and I'm just going to lay them kind of crisscross like so. Yeah, I think that'll do. Kind of crisscross. Let's kind of get them exactly where I want them. And then I'm just going to scrunch it together. And then we're going to take a piece of this floral wire and we're just going to stab ourselves in the finger with it. And then we're going to wrap it around. And that's just going to hold everything into place. Now, why don't I wrap everything together all at once? Because it's easier for me to just do it a little bit at a time. Okay. So we have this one. Okay. And this wire is very thin, so it's not like it's really screwing anything up. Okay, so here is our crisscross. And now let's take this smaller one, and I'm going to put it right in the middle, okay? So let's get us another piece of wire. This is our folded part. I'm just scrunching it down. We'll wrap this wire around it. Why are you acting this way? Wrap it around. Let's pull that tight. I'll straighten it out here in a minute. And then I'm going to wrap it around our crisscrossed one. All right, let me zoom in a little bit so you can see this better. So now I just have a strip of the black and white ribbon, and I'm just going to wrap around the middle a few times to make the center of the bow. So let's put a blob of glue here. Why is there a fly in here, or a gnat, or whatever this is? Probably because I had the windows open earlier. The joys of living in the country right beside a cow pasture. I live in the woods, and there's a cow pasture like right over here beside of me. Okay, wrap that around, and I'm just going to hold it and let the glue cool. So now let's cut our tails. Let's decide. It's got moss on it because I just held it up to the pan to see if I was doing the right thing here. So now let's decide how big we want our tail. How long you want to cut your ribbon. Amber, grow up. So let's say that right there looks good. Fold it in half and cut. I got a different pair of scissors, and these don't suck like the other ones do. So now we're going to cut a piece of the black and white ribbon the same length. Like so. Now, looking at the print on this, I don't want my lemons to be upside down, so I'm going to cut this ribbon in half, okay? Now, if it doesn't matter what the design is on your ribbon, you don't have to cut it in half, but I am, just so I can get it kind of looking the same. You see what I mean here? Know what I mean, Vern? Okay. So now you're going to decide how far you want your tail spread. All right. So now let's do the same thing over here. Y'all, I'm tired. And when I'm tired, I'm giggly. So you see what I'm doing here? We're just going to glue the ends. Well, that looks okay right there. And then we're going to glue the black ones on top just like we did here. This black and white check here. Okay. And then once the glue is set up, I'm going to trim off the top to kind of make it even. And I'm going to dovetail the ends. Okay. So come back. So this is what we have. And then I'm just going to put a line of glue right across here. Come out. I need a new glue stick. Is what I need. And right there. Oh, I got glue right there. And I got it off. There we go. All right. Okay, so now I'm just going to let this glue set up. And then we're going to glue it to our pan. Now we need a way to hang it. And I think I'm going to use some nautical rope. Maybe not the brown kind, but I have... Hold on. I have this white kind that I've made a mess out of. So I think that will look better on there than the brown kind would. I don't know. I'll play around with it. I'll see which one I like best and we'll come back and put it together. We're back with this. So I'm going to take this rope here and I'm going to start gluing it around our pan. I'm going to start it right here on the bottom. That way when we put the bow on there, it's going to cover up anything. There's a lip on the pan that's going to cover it up anyway. But I am going to start down here. Like I said, I'm going to go get a new glue stick here in a minute. And then we're just going to glue that there. I'm going to hold that in place. And then we're going to go around up until we get kind of up here to the top. And then we're going to make a loop. Okay, I've zoomed out so y'all can see better. So I have glued this all the way around up until I got to about the middle point. Where I want the middle point to be. And we need some more of our rope. I'm at the end of my rope. What about you? So now we're going to pull this up and you're going to make a loop. However you want to hang this, I don't know. I know where I'm going to hang this, so I know I'm going to need a decent amount. Okay, and then we are going to start gluing it back down. Yeah, I need another glue stick. Okay. Like I said a while ago, you may want to back this up. Just go back with a few little dots of E6000 underneath the edge of your rope. I'm going to glue this all the way around and come back. Okay. So we have our loop here, and I'm just going to take a scrap of this ribbon, and I'm going to put a little dot of glue right there, and I'm going to hold it onto the back here without setting my fingers on fire. There we go. And I'm just going to wrap it around. I'm trying to do this so that y'all can see it on camera. That's why I was at this strange angle. Put another little blob of hot glue there. There we go. And now that brings that together. And I will trim off the end here in a second. But all we're going to do now is just glue our bow down to the bottom there. And we will be done. Now this video has been long enough. But I've been wanting to make this for a while. Would you stop? Clingy? Alright. So now let's glue on our bow. Okay, so once again, I'm going to glue it right here and put some glue here. Back it up with some E6000 if it's going to be in heat. I know y'all probably get tired of me saying that, but I get a lot of questions from people asking what kind of glue I would use for something that's going to be out in the heat. The E6000, friends. But because E6000 takes such a long time to set up, I do put down the hot glue first, and then, you know, to give you the short-term hold, and use it alongside the E6000. Okay, Let's press this down, and I am done with that. Should I have painted the word welcome? Honestly, I couldn't think of a color that I wanted to paint it. The only color that I could think would be black, and I don't think I have any black paint. Let me think about that for a minute, and if I have some black paint, I may go back and paint that black just to make it stand out a little bit more. Which I might do. I gotta find some paint. But anyway, we are done. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you would, please give it a thumbs up. Click subscribe. Check me out on other forms of social media, the links to all of which will be in the description box down below. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye.